Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Welcome to the live. Good afternoon. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the live session. Good afternoon. Good evening to everyone. If you're in SA, South Africa, good evening. If you're outside SA, good evening, good afternoon, good day, good morning. If you're outside South Africa, good evening. If you're in SA, South Africa, if you're coming from South Africa or you're viewing from SA, from all over the country, good evening. If you're outside SA, good evening, good afternoon, good day, good morning. We're coming again with some Bitcoin live, guys. We're coming with the Bitcoin live today, or should I say this evening. We're coming to you guys live from Durban. Welcome to the live session of Bitcoin. Someone is asking me to or the app is asking to invite anyone who wanna join, just to ask a few questions regarding Bitcoins, guys. Okay, I am more than welcome to invite anyone who wanna join. Anyone who wanna join, you're more than welcome. I'll accept your request if you wanna join this live, just to ask a few questions about Bitcoins. If you have any information you wanna ask regarding Bitcoin before I start, if you're interested in joining live and ask a few questions you're interested in knowing regarding Bitcoins, you are more than welcome to join, guys. You are more than welcome to join the live session. You are more than welcome to join. Let me invite this guy. Let me invite this guy here. If there's anything you want to ask, you are more than welcome to ask about Bitcoins. You are more than welcome to ask, guys. Whatever you are intrigued in knowing, you are more than welcome. Anyone interested in knowing more or having some questions regarding Bitcoins, you are more than welcome to join this live, so that your questions will be answered. I am ready. Good evening, guys. This is Nkuluhuru. I'm doing this live from Umhlanga in Durban. Greetings to everyone. I hope you are good today or this evening. Since you are not sleeping like me, you prefer sourcing information. You prefer doing work than sleeping, guys. I mean, kudos to you all, guys. You are preferring to do the work instead rather than going to sleep. Kudos to you guys. You want to learn more about Bitcoins, you choose Bitcoins over your sleeping. Guys, you prefer Bitcoins over sleeping. If I were you guys, I would be sleeping just now. I would be sleeping by now, but you guys are choosing to know more about Bitcoins. You don't choose sleep. You're not choosing sleep, guys. You prefer sourcing information about Bitcoins rather than sleeping. Our guys. You rather Nyanglula, guys. Nikhetha ukubukela live. Nikhetha source information and doing work rather than nayi ilokhuzi app la ingikhombisa ukuthi Bitcoin value is growing now. Kune app la OKX.com. It's showing me that the value of Bitcoin just increased. So guys, why Ninghlekisa? Why are you making me laugh so hard, guys? Why are you making me laugh? You choose Bitcoins over your sleep. How are you guys? I Nanghlula Shane.
Hey, Bafo.
Hey, tada.
Oh.
So I hope you guys wanna learn more about Bitcoins and you are willing to learn more. I mean, I can see that can be the only reason why you're here. You wanna get more information regarding Bitcoins. I welcome you all, guys. On a serious note, guys, welcome you all. I greet you all, guys, this evening. Welcome to this live session of Bitcoins. I asked earlier if there's anyone that wants to join the live just to ask a few questions regarding Bitcoins. So even now, you're more than welcome to do so. If you wanna ask more questions regarding Bitcoins, if you have any questions regarding Bitcoins, you are more than welcome, guys, to ask those questions. Whether there's something you want to know more, I mean, I'm opening up, guys, for you just for free, just for you to respond to any questions that you might have regarding it. You are more than welcome to ask. You can type your question. You can also invite me to join you to this live so that we can chat and you can ask your questions live as we are going live. So you're more than welcome to do so, or you can type your questions. You are more than welcome as well. So guys, today I just want to speak about the pricings of Bitcoin, the advantages of having Bitcoins. as your Bitcoin, as your medium of transaction. Why are we trusting Bitcoin so much? I just want to understand the advantages of having Bitcoins as a form of doing your online transactions, your merchandise purchase, intercontinental, or I can say if you're buying something from abroad. Why is it advantage? Why there's an advantage of using your Bitcoins to pay for those merchandises rather than using your cash? And why is it more better to use Bitcoins if you're doing overseas purchases, or whether you are buying commodities, buying merchandises from abroad? I just want to speak about that, guys. And I also want to speak about the pricing as well. Why do you prefer? Why is Bitcoin cheap, or why was Bitcoin is advantageous when it comes to the prices of international purchases? Whether, guys, you because as you can all know that FNB has connections when it comes to international purchases, where you might use also if you don't want to use FNB or going straight to there, you can also you also do have options of using your MoneyGrams, your Western Unions. You find a lot of those banks in the malls. So those kinds of banks, they specialize in international purchases. They specialize in international merchandising. Any product or any commodity that you're interested in buying, whether to be delivered into your home, or whether to be sold online. So if I'm saying sold online, I'm talking about the digital things like the digital currencies. When I'm talking about things that you can be excuse me, talking about things like they can deliver, whereby they can deliver your gold into your own home or your own house, guys. So when I'm talking about the international purchases, you will think of excuse me, you will think of your PayPal kinds of banks. I'm calling it a bank because they do have their accounts that you use, or their account numbers that you they don't have actually their account numbers, but you link your card, you link your FNB card, for example, to your PayPals and so forth. So hence why I started talking about FNB. When if you're using your international purchases the more traditional way. So FNB has connections when it comes to such international banking systems like your Western Unions, your MoneyGrams, your PayPal. There are some of these banks that you can easily find in the nearby malls. We do have a lot of them around our malls here in Durban, as well in Joburg as well. So, guys, those are the kinds of traditional ways of if there's anyone, for example, who wanna buy something also from here in South Africa to be delivered to the Australian country, for example. So those guys, those are the kinds of transactions, traditional way of thinking how to buy things. just someone, you go straight into your MoneyGram bank. We do have those kinds of bank here in Musgrave. We do have in Pavilion malls. We do have in gateways and so forth. So you are able to go straight into those banks, so that you are able to track. And there's a documentations they will require for you to provide or to produce when you're about to do those kinds of transactions. So since, guys, I'm talking about those banks because if there's anything that you wanna purchase internationally, there are documentations they require for you in order to transport those kinds of goods or those kinds of commodities. If you are selling something which has substances that are abnormal, so they will require even more documentation for you guys to produce. You see, for example, if you're gonna go to Postnet, Postnet is able. It does have a courier option whereby you wanna courier something to Australia, or you wanna courier something to America or New Zealand or wherever, or England and so forth. So PayPal, they do have those options. If someone is buying something from you and they want it to be transported to Australia on their or exactly to their door in Australia, or to the nearby Postnet. So what actually happens is the Postnet do have those kinds of courier options, and but definitely what they will ask for from you, it is the documentation. How do you they will ask for documentations, or they will ask for you to go somewhere, maybe to the police station, just to sign those affidavits, and they will ask for some certain forms for you to do the filling up of some documents and so forth. So there's a lot of there's gonna be a lot of documentation you have to fill in, and that you have to wait for it to approve just before your commodity to be sent there to Australia and so forth. And same goes when it comes to your MoneyGram. They definitely gonna require, if you're selling something, let's say you're selling from here in SA, and you're selling someone in the same country, Australia. I'm just using Australia as an example, guys. So if you're selling someone whatever you're selling, I know there's a lot of you using your Pexi, using your courier guy. There's a lot of you guys that do sell, which is those the local platforms whereby you are able to urgently or to rapidly transport the whatever goods someone is buying from you. So today I'm not going to talk about the local ones. Today I'm just gonna focus on the international ones, and the ways, or the better ways, or the convenient ways of doing the transactions. So if you go to your MoneyGram or your Western Union and so forth, number one, they're gonna ask for you. You can't send someone to collect those goods, or to even if you are the one who's selling, you can't send anyone to go and do those kinds of transactions for you. They're gonna require you in person. They're gonna require your ID document. They're gonna ask for certain documentation to be done as well, in order to those transactions to be finalized and so forth. So those kinds of, or the things that you go through, the processes that you go through, which are inconveniently time consuming when it comes to the person or your business selling your goods and services. Rather say, let me call them goods, because you are transporting something internationally. So it is very inconvenient when it comes to such ways of transporting your goods internationally, because whatever you're selling, guys, you do want to sell into international clients as well. So just for you guys to be informed about the advantages of having your Bitcoins or doing Bitcoin transactions with people buying from you, or with people that you want to buy something from, international purchases, international merchandises. Guys, Bitcoins, it's more convenient and more advantageous. One, the fact that it's cheaper to do international transactions in terms of transaction fees. And number two, let's say you wanna send money to your relative in America or wherever. Let's say or someone is sending money from America, just sending money home, maybe sending it to you guys. So it is far more cheaper using Bitcoins, and it's far more quicker, because there is a threshold when it comes to Bitcoin transactions where there's a value they don't surpass when it comes to transactions that are very, very large. You see, when you're transferring large amounts in Bitcoins, it's very cheaper, you see, rather than doing it the traditional ways, the ways that your Western Unions, your MoneyGrams and so forth. So it's far more cheaper to transport those, or to do those transactions, when you're dealing with the fees that you endure when it comes to those international transactions. It is far more cheaper when it comes to Bitcoins, and even also the local transactions. It is very cheap when it comes to, it's very helpful when you're doing those large amounts of transactions, or you wanna transfer your money. There's the easiest way, or the cheapest way to send a large amount of money. I'm talking about 100k and more, 200k and so forth. There is a very, very cheaper way of doing large transactions in terms of convenience, in terms of your transaction fees. There is more convenience in using Bitcoins into sending someone money in a large amount of, if you're sending a large amount of money, it's far more cheaper to use Bitcoins, whether it's locally or whether it's internationally. And there is more convenience when it comes even in international purchases or international transfers of money. It is far more advantageous when it comes to the quickest ways of transferring money, and also the cheapest ways in terms of the prices of your transactions. So it's very much convenient in your pocket when you deal with international purchases. One, is very convenient in when you're doing also international transferring of money, or paying, or giving someone or your relative a lot of money, you see. So the transaction is a solution when it comes to the cheapest ways. You don't have to, if you are sending money like 200k, when you're using those MoneyGrams and so forth, they're gonna charge you a lot of thousands. But when you're using Bitcoins, you can even send 500k. They're only gonna charge you less than 250 rands, you see, on average. So there's a value they don't exceed when it comes to the Bitcoin transactions if you are transferring money. So it's better that ways, and it's more convenient as well when it comes to the quickest ways of sending money internationally. I'm talking about large amounts. If you want to do large amounts in terms of transactions, Bitcoin is a solution. Bitcoin solves a lot of problems when it comes to those kinds of transactions. There was once a lady that I've once talked to, and he explained to me about the inheritance that was left for her by someone who was living overseas. So the way that she was dealing with those kinds of paperwork that has to be done in order for her to inherit or to benefit that inheritance, it was very frustrating for her. How does she start when it comes to benefiting from her late brother's inheritance that was due to her? So there's a lot that you have to do if you are doing those kinds of transactions. When you're dealing with a lot of money, guys, there are certain people or certain money that is upheld, or that is with that you have to benefit from somewhere internationally and so forth. Bitcoin is way more convenient and way more. There are ways in which it's not easy for you to deal with those kinds of beneficiaries if you're gonna take, or if you're gonna do things the traditional ways, when it comes to for you to get those benefits that are due to you. There's a lot of stories, guys, I hear from people that have relatives in UK, there's relatives in America, there's a money they need to get, there's how do we transfer those kinds of monies without being charged a large amount, without a lot of deductions? How do we deal with those kinds of transactions? There's a lot of stories I get, guys. There's a lot of stories I hear from people. Some have been living from abroad, and some are inheriting from people who passed abroad. There's a lot of stories, guys, that I've heard people telling me when it comes to those kinds of transactions. So I just want to, guys, for you to be aware that those kinds of information, they do have a solution. Those kinds of transactions, guys, they do happen the easiest ways. There are platforms where, guys, you can get understanding of how to do those kinds of transactions for you guys to inherit, or for you to benefit from those such information, or from those such of the benefits that you have to get, guys. So there is a lot, guys. There are people who want to buy things from from South Africa. Some people have left South Africa a long time ago, but they want to buy things. They want to source some things. They want to buy things from South Africa, or where they to be transported where they are residing currently. I have a lot of people who are telling me, I need to buy this stuff from South Africa, and they are calling me from UK. Excuse me. I need to buy these things from South Africa. How do you go the easiest way? How do I get it quicker? How do I transfer the money quicker? Because I'm using my pounds here. I'm using my British pound. How do I convert my British pound into South African rands? What's the quickest ways? What are the platforms? What are the cheapest ways as well? Because the most important things when it comes to such cases, guys, you have to consider the money that you're going to be getting, to be not charged a large amount or large fees when it comes to your transactions, guys. So it's very important to have some tips on the, or the things that will inconvenience you in your pockets, not to be charged a large of amount. When you want when you are one, if you are from South Africa, you are selling to people who are abroad, or whether you are buying anything from abroad to be transported here to South Africa. So there are better ways, guys. There are better ways. There are more convenient ways. Bitcoin is a solution when it comes to such things. It's a solution when it comes to making things easier for you. Whether Bitcoin doesn't care if you are from South Africa, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, UK, USA, Brazil, wherever. Bitcoin doesn't care where you're coming from. One Bitcoin value is equal, irrespective of wherever you purchasing, or wherever you're doing transactions from. It doesn't matter. One value of Bitcoin, it's equivalent. One value of Bitcoin in US is equivalent to one value of Bitcoin in Brazil. It's equivalent to one value of Bitcoin in South Africa. The value is the same, whether from which country you are coming from. It doesn't matter. The value is the same. The value it's always gonna be it's always gonna be valued according to the value of the country that you have. But in terms of the value, it's the same. It's one Bitcoin. It's equal. It's equal whether you if they're gonna if it's in South Africa, it's gonna be BTC to ZAR. If it's US, it's gonna be BTC to US, or BTC to USDT. If it's gonna be if you're in British, it's BTC to GBP, and so forth. So, or Japanese yen to BTC, and so forth. So, guys, there are available platforms. There are available platforms for you guys to get those such information, to make those transactions very easier for you. So I'm calling upon to let you know, guys, it is possible to do things the easiest way when it comes to international purchases and everything that is required for you guys, in order to inconvenience you, in order for you to do the cheapest way possible when it comes to such cases, guys. So I just want, as I've asked, guys, that if you do have questions, you are more than welcome to ask, guys. When it comes to such things, guys, as I've asked earlier. So just to inform you guys, I'm available. You can contact me. It's 073 766 8424. 073 766 8424. Or you can DM your number. You can DM me your number, guys. We can talk on WhatsApp and so forth and discuss these things and make you understand that in Bitcoin you are able to do the easiest way possible, to do it the cheapest way possible, to convenience you and to do your business and make more profit than the traditional way of making profit. So I'm just here, guys, to help you to do things. If you have more customers in your business, it's very important, guys, to learn these kinds of skills so that you will understand, guys. If you want to make more money, you have to learn more about how to make money. You have to learn more. What do I mean by that? I mean you have to learn about money itself. I know I'm an engineer by profession, but if you wanna learn more, there's a lot of you guys, different fields of your careers and so forth. But if you wanna make more money, you have to learn more about money itself. You have to learn more about the accounting part of business. You have to learn more about how you have to learn more about the numbers. You have to learn more about money, how money is circulating around the world, how money is used as a form of transactions, what banking system are working like, what are other options unlike the normal traditional banking systems that we have. There are more online digital spaces or digital platforms where you can make money, or you can do transactions cheaper than the normal traditional ways of using your traditional banking systems and so forth. You have to learn more about how to go about doing those transactions. You have to learn more about transactions, guys. You have to learn more about transactions. The way money is the money transactions. You have to know. You have to learn those things in order to make money. You have to study money. You know, I've studied engineering at school, but if you want to know more about money, you have to study money itself. You know, that's what I mean, guys. So you have to learn more. Just make yourself, just get involved, guys. Just know more about the ways of transactions, different ways of the other than the traditional ways of transaction in any business. It's important to just learn more about the different ways of transactions in your business, not just the normal ways of doing your cash payments, your EFT payments. There's more than that. You have to learn more, guys. I'm sure there are businesses you're running, guys. You have to learn more about those things, especially if your business is very big. You have to learn more about different kinds of transactions other than your traditional ATM pins, your account, your banking details, your EFTs, your transacting apps, your banking apps. You have to know more than. There's more than that, guys. There's more than that. You know, there's Ethereum. There are platforms that offer Ethereum, guys. You know, you have to learn more about Ethereum. What is Ethereum? How does Ethereum work? Which platforms use Ethereum? Just be interested, guys, in learning more about Ethereum. Ethereum, it's more than 40 It's more than 45,000, maybe currently between 40 to 40,000 rands in rands in value. And you're telling me you don't know about Ethereum? Ethereum has been trading and circulating in South Africa for over, maybe for plus or minus 10 years now. And you're telling me you don't know anything about Ethereum? The value of Ethereum is over 40,000 rands in South Africa. And you're telling me you don't know anything about Ethereum? That is more than 2,000 US dollars. And it's been trading. You know the volume of Ethereum in South Africa trading alone. The volume of Ethereum that is circulating around South Africa. And the value of it's 40,000 rand and above. And you're telling me you don't know anything about Ethereum? Ethereum is a form of transaction that is old now. It's not even new. You see, don't just know about your FNB banking system, your net bank, your apps. Just learn more. There is more, guys, to transactions. There is more to transaction fees. There is more. There's digital space, guys. There's my goodness. There is scanning kinds of transactions that you can do. You can pay with your phone. There's more than your banking system ways of transaction, guys. Come on, guys. You want to run your business in the 21st century way, guys. You have to adapt. Guys. You can now scan scan your sleep. When you're doing payment, you can now scan with your phone. You can't use a card now. Just adapt to new systems of doing transactions, guys. I'm begging you, guys, just adapt to the new systems of doing your transactions. There's more to your bank, guys. There's more to the banking system that you are used to. There's more than that, guys. There's more to transactions, guys. There's more to the transaction or the accounting world than that. There's more, guys. Just learn more, guys, about money itself, let alone your career. Do your career is fine, but learn more about money itself in the way of transacting, guys. Just learn more about those. Just familiarize us. Just learn more. Just ask questions. Just read books, whatever. The traditional, the Bitcoin. Just learn more about the blockchain technology, guys. Just learn more. If you're interested, guys, in doing or if you are interested in knowing these kinds of things, it's better you can contact me. You can DM me. My number is 073-766-8424. I'm giving you information, guys. You just know these things. You see, just know these things. Just know these things, guys, and your mind will be open into new things, the modern ways of doing things, the modern ways of doing business, 21st century ways of doing business. Whether you do local transactions or you have local customers or international customers, you just get used, just familiarize yourself with such informations, guys. I have to love and leave you now. I have to love and leave you now, guys. I have to love and leave you guys now. I need to go now, guys. I have to go now. If you're interested, guys, in these kinds of teachings, if you're interested in if you're interested in blockchain technology, just familiarize yourself with such information. I'll post more of this such information because it's very vital and it's more important just to get involved in the modern ways of doing businesses, guys. I have to love and leave you. I have to love and leave you guys. See you tomorrow. I promise you, tomorrow afternoon, I'll see you, and then I'll see you also in the evening as well. So I'll make it a point to see you guys in the afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll make it a point. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to see you guys tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. I'll make it a point, guys. Good night, guys. Good night and God bless. I have to love and leave you. I have to love and leave you. Good night, guys. Cheers.